Okay, I'm joined here by Luke Garrard before our trip to Sutton United. Luke, Sutton is a place I'd imagine you have quite fond memories of. You looking forward to this one?
Yeah, listen, just touching on them memories, probably one of the best moments of my managerial career, going there in the semi-final, and driving home past Wembley now and a week later, always walking out there. But yeah, fond memories. A club that's done brilliant over the years. Obviously got into the EFL. Unfortunate for them, 2 years ago got relegated. Got a new manager in Steve Morrison that has probably changed the style, the personnel within the team, but looking forward to going there. Going to be a little bit foreign in terms of not playing on the 3G, but a test that we're all looking forward to.
And what's the messaging been like, being between yourself and the lads since Saturday's 0-0 draw with Hartlepool?
Um, yeah, I had to put it to bed quite quickly, my frustration, because I watched it with fresh eyes the next day. And I have to say, there was a lot of pleasing bits, a lot of stuff that we're working on is being played out on the pitch, and there were some really good performances. Like I said, I'll reflect on my decisions at the time of the game and did I make the right ones at the right times? Possibly not, but to take a point away against Hartlepool, who were sitting fourth, I think, in the division at the time, I have to make sure that I understand that's probably a good point. The manner in which the game panned out on the day, I look at it and think it's 2 points drop. But Monday was a fresh start for us all. Sutton was heavily the focus in terms of going into this week, and we've had a good 2 days prep. We're ready in terms of implementing what's being asked of the group and putting that into practice tomorrow night.
Yeah, you mentioned it being a good point. Obviously, we now have the opportunity to make that 4 points in two. Has that been part of the messaging?
Yeah, you think obviously we've heavily gone at home. We outweigh our home fixtures as opposed to our away ones. So we'll marry up tomorrow evening, playing Carlisle, Hartlepool, and Sutton away. And if you'd offered me 4 points prior to going to Hartlepool over the two games, I think it would have been a very good return. We want to win every single game, like every team and manager in the division. And we know how tough it's going to be against Sutton, but we are five unbeaten. I think it's always good to have an unbeaten run. We've won three of them games and drawn two. We look like we're a threat in front of goal. We have people playing ever so well at the minute. Name Chris Bush, Abdul, Eriko, Tom White. So there's been some real good bits that we need to hone in on and make sure that we continue the work that we're doing and make sure that we get the results I feel that our recent performances deserve. And we need to make sure that we're right on our game because it's going to be a tough test against Sutton on Wednesday evening.
Yeah, you mentioned the personnel that you believe are performing well. We've added more quality. We had a busy deadline day, two new additions in Lewis Richardson and Finn Herrick. A few words on those two young talents and what we can expect from them at their time at Meadow Park.
Um, just watching them closely, how much they're going to bring to the group. Obviously, Finn is a goalkeeper that's highly regarded in the England setup, let alone West Ham. And we know what traits and characteristics he has. And we know how much and how important he's going to be to our progression. Lewis, again, is someone we courted 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. And we had the business done, and it was something that he weren't quite comfortable with. He felt he could have probably gone and got an EFL opportunity. Myself and Charlie went and visited him last Tuesday. And we had a good chat. He come and see us again on Wednesday. He had a look at the club, and I'm pretty sure the deal was done once he left the club because it's an easy sell. Two young players, it will bring the average age of our whole squad down, which is something that we're very conscious of, but they will complement the group. I watched training today, heavily took part in it in terms of the content, and I'm looking at a group that is hungry. There's a lot of competition. I harped on about that throughout the whole of pre-season. I want people knowing when they've got their shirt, they've earned it, and they know full well that they got to play to their maximum to keep it. And we have a group there that we're really happy with. We've got a number there that we're really happy with. That number's obviously got larger because we've now gone into the National Cup, and the restraints of playing that amount of games in a small proximity. But the chairman's backed us, being myself and Charlie, and I do feel that he's seeing the fruits of our labour with some of the performances that we're serving up currently. So there's a lot of positives. Obviously, never too high, never too low. We need to make sure we go into the game tomorrow evening with the same mindset that we've had in recent weeks and go in there as positive as we possibly can and have the confidence and belief to go and get 3 points.
Yeah, and just finally on our opponent, Sutton, they're coming into this game off the back of beating Carlisle United. Are you expecting a good battle between the two sides?
Most definitely, recruitment he's done this year heavily from the south. Some of the better personnel that I earmarked and looked at in terms of Dabray from Tunbridge. You've got personnel there, Phipps from Dagenham. He's got Jack Taylor coming from the academy, Eccleston from the academy. Yeah, I look at their group and I see a team that are hungry. They're enthusiastic, pressed with an intent, mirror their manager, in my opinion. And we got to make sure that we're right on our job. They beat Carlisle on Saturday, 2-1 win, and we've played Carlisle, they're no mugs. So we need to be right on it. And like you say, we want to continue our unbeaten run. They're going to want to get back-to-back wins. And it's about what we do and go about our business come 7:45 tomorrow evening, that by the end of play, we're coming away with 3 points.